Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Heat win vs Hawks highlights importance of key rotation player. After a porous offensive outing Monday night at Atlanta against the Hawks, the Miami Heat responded in triumphant fashion and picked up a crucial 131-109 win in a rematch versus the Hawks Wednesday night at Kaseya Center. Yes, you read that correctly. The Miami Heat managed to score well over 100 points, and the most shocking part of it all is that Miami won the fourth quarter. The Heat received major contributions from Tyler Herro, Duncan Robinson and Dwyane Mitchell, who combined for 68 points and 15 made three-pointers. But the unsung hero of the night was a player who has been in and out of the rotation as of late. Over the last 4 games, Haywood Highsmith received 0 playing time, with Erik Spoelstra beginning to shrink his rotation. But with the bench not providing the Heat with any spark during their losing streak, Spoelstra decided to play Highsmith, who sent a message that he should be in the rotation for the remainder of the season. Not only did Highsmith show that he is one of the Heat's most reliable three-point shooters this season by knocking down 4 three-pointers, he also showed his relentlessness when it came to pursuing offensive rebounds and giving the Heat second-chance opportunities. Out of Highsmith's 7 rebounds, 4 of those were offensive boards that led to positive results, with the best example being the play below. Given that the Heat are one of the worst offenses in the league, Highsmith's pursuit for extra possessions contributed to the Heat putting together one of their best offensive outings of the season. With Highsmith in the rotation, Spoelstra can run different defensive schemes when it comes to certain zones being played, as Highsmith is often used at the top of the zone. While a case can be made that the offense could be even more limited, the Heat's offense has been bad with or without Highsmith on the court, and it would be wise to play someone who is a proven defender and has shown can be a reliable shooter from beyond the arc. I can't claim that I'm making the right decisions, but basically everybody's had their opportunities and we are where we are, Spoelstra said. Highsmith, earned all those minutes. I couldn't take him out of the game. Spoelstra made the right decision to insert Highsmith back into the rotation. But now it's time to keep him in the rotation for the remainder of the year, as Highsmith has shown he can contribute to winning basketball. Heat handle Hawks to gain split of 2-game series. Tyler Herro, in a big bounce-back game, produced 24 points and 10 assists as the host Miami Heat defeated the Atlanta Hawks 131-109 on Wednesday. In Miami's previous game, a loss at Atlanta on Monday, Herro was held to 11 points while shooting 0-for-9 on three-pointers. He made 4 of 8 attempts from deep on Wednesday. The Heat also got a season-high 24 points from Duncan Robinson. Dwyane Mitchell scored 12 of his 20 points in the third quarter. Bam Adebayo, who was questionable to play due to a calf injury, added 20 points and 9 rebounds. As a team, Miami made 23 of 42 from three-point range, 54.8%, including a 5-4-5 effort by Mitchell and a 6-4-13 outing from Robinson. For the Hawks, Trae Young had 17 points and 8 assists, 3.5 assists below his NBA leading average. Dyson Daniels added a team-high 18 points and 2 steals. He entered the day leading the NBA with a rate of 3.1 steals per game. Caris LeVert also scored 17 points. Zachary Rizicher, the first overall pick in the last year's draft, had 11 points and 3 assists as Atlanta lost to Miami for the first time in 3 meetings this season. The teams will conclude the season series on March 27 in Miami. In the first quarter, Miami shot 61.1%, taking a 29-28 lead. Atlanta also shot well, 55%. The Hawks surged ahead in the second quarter before the Heat went on a 13-0 run to go up by 8 on a three-pointer from Robinson. Atlanta came right back, and the score was tied 65-65 at halftime. The first half featured 8 lead changes and 9 tie scores. Herro led all first-half scorers with 17 points, and Robinson added 14 points. Atlanta shot 60% in the first half, including 8 for 16 on three-point attempts. Miami shot 58.6%, including 11 for 19 from deep. In the third quarter, Miami closed with a 20-6 run, taking a 107-93 lead into the fourth. Mitchell's effort was the key, and Robinson and Mitchell capped the period with three-pointers. The Hawks never got closer than 13 points in the fourth quarter. Atlanta lost despite shooting 50.6% from the floor for the game, including 12 for 32, 37.5% from beyond the arc. Dwyane weighed on how Pat Riley pissed off LeBron James, no cookies on the team plane. Speaking on the Underground Lodge podcast, Heat legend Dwyane Wade set the record straight on the series of events that forced LeBron James from the Heat. According to Wade, Pat Riley's micromanagement was a major problem, and he recalls what happened when Riley took LeBron's favorite cookies from the plane. "This was the first moment I had an inkling that LeBron may not be back," said Wade. "One thing you don't do is F***K with LeBron's cookies. He loves chocolate chip cookies and ice cream. And so when LeBron walks on the plane with a bag of food, one bag is all cookies, one bag is what his chef has prepared for him to eat because he eats a certain way. So we get on the plane and we play cards at the front of the plane, and at some point LeBron is like, 'Hey, bring me those cookies.' And one day they had to come and whisper in his ear and tell him there weren't any more cookies on the plane. That mother Kerr sat back away from the game, he pushed that card table back and sat back quietly, and he didn't play cards no more." It might sound like some kind of joke at first, because surely LeBron James wouldn't get that fired up over a bag of cookies. But Wade was serious as he was telling this story, and he went on to explain how Pat Riley denying LeBron of his mid-fight snack was an example of how his control went too far. It was too much micromanaging at that point. "You're talking about a team that went to 4 finals in a row," said Wade. "You don't need to micromanage us, and I felt that Riles went a little too far with his micromanaging at points like that. He's a grown man, you don't take the cookies away from us. And this seems small, but when I get on the plane, I want this because this is what gets me through. I gotta have my comforts on the way or I ain't gonna be me." Riles takes all those comforts away when he's hot. Since taking over as team president in 1995, Pat Riley has run the franchise with an iron fist. Riley, a former NBA player and coach, is as competitive as they come, and maintaining a championship culture is one of the things he values most as team president. Since Dwyane Wade was drafted by the Heat, he got accustomed to life under Pat Riley and the culture he built in Miami. But that was not the case for LeBron James, who signed with the team in 2010 from the Cleveland Cavaliers. James' decision that summer rocked the NBA world, and it resulted in an era of success and prosperity for the Heat, back-to-back championships in 2012 and 2013. Unlike with other teams, however, LeBron did not have absolute authority, and the Heat would frequently deny him his comforts when things got tough. Ultimately, the micromanaging is one of the reasons why James left the Heat in 2014 and returned to the Cavaliers. At least with them, he didn't have to be micromanaged under Pat Riley, and he could freely make decisions on his health and diet without any fear of his food being taken away. Ultimately, LeBron left the Heat and he never looked back. Dwyane Wade didn't know for sure what would happen, but he saw the signs that his partnership with James would not be forever. As for the Heat, they are still under the guidance and leadership of Pat Riley. Even now, he's doing everything he can to preserve and protect the culture he's built there, and while it may rub some stars the wrong way, the results speak for themselves as a franchise with 6 finals appearances over the past 15 years. And you, fan? What do you think of Dwyane Wade's situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.